Hey! So, last time we talked about Agnetha's very first album from 1968, and I left by saying that there were 8 demos and home recordings surrounding this album, so that's what I want to talk about today. Basically, there are 4 demos for songs from the album, and 4 demos that never made it onto the album or anywhere else, and especially those are really worth talking about. But first of all, there are 2 different demo versions of Agnetha's own song, Ja was så sker. The first one was leaked on this unofficial 7-inch single. Comparing it with the album version we know, it has a saxophone instead of strings, and there is an extended instrumental section played by those saxophones before the final chorus, which I like a lot. Like in the final version, Agnetha harmonizes with herself during the chorus, and this is basically the big difference from this version to the other demo version, where there is no self-harmonizing. There is also a demo for her song Utan Day, which is generally not too different from the finished version, but of course the instrumentation is very basic, there are no strings, and Agnetha's voice is so strong. The 4th demo of a familiar tune is for the song Følg mig med. And as far as I know, there is just a brief snippet that was broadcast only in recent years on Swedish radio. The main instrument on this version is what sounds like a contrabass. Alright, let's move on to the most interesting thing, 4 original songs that were never released anywhere else. The first 2 are again from these unofficial single releases. This one is such a beautiful song, it would have fitted perfectly on the album, especially amongst the first 5 songs, which have a very similar feel. There is also a spoken word part of Agnetha while her background vocals continue, so these demos are a fascinating insight not only into the development of songs, the creative decisions and the tunes we never got, but they also give us an idea of the techniques behind recording these demos. The second new song from these singles is called Jeg vet, another very interesting tune, and like the previous track, it's basically a fully developed song, so it's very baffling why these songs weren't worked on and never made it onto any final record. Then there is a song called När var det så skönt, which was also broadcast on radio sometime in the past, and it's another cool song, very jazzy, and again, fully developed with trumpets and everything. Finally, there is an excerpt of a song called Min Idol Ändå, a home recording from 1963 when Agnetha was 13 years old. This could very well be the oldest surviving record we ever got from Agnetha, and it was broadcast in 1987 on the Swedish TV show Jakobs Stege, where Agnetha was interviewed. And these are Agnetha's 8 demo recordings from the 60s, remarkable music history that is thankfully preserved on tape. If you have any special favorites, let us know in the comments below. Alright, until then, hey do!